Hello, welcome back to Demon's Souls. My name is Ian. This is just where I spawned in. I actually don't know why it put me there. I just loaded into the game. I think I was standing about right here last time. Anyways, we won't be going down there just yet because we have some very important business to address back in the Nexus.
Welcome back. The monumental awaits the above.
I think this is the funniest cutscene. Like, FromSoft never did something like this after this game.
The monumental will explain the Nexus to thee.
Just the way that the camera flies around, it's ridiculous.
The monumental awaits the above. The monumental will explain...
Yeah, okay, you just said that. So first things first, I want to take off my armor so I can run faster. You know, should I turn the music up? Actually, I think I want to turn the music up a little bit. Oh, it's all the way up. Okay. Cool. I love the music here. Ooh, actually, and this cutscene, we have another cutscene coming up, and it has maybe well, outside of the character creation music, I think it's got my favorite song in the entire game.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons. I am one of the monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality. There is something thou needest to know. Once, we too, a scourge of demons faced. In the distant past, under a benevolent rule, the world was united owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to his slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and half the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what land still remained, we entrusted 6 elders with 6 precious archstones. 1 to the king of a small yet diligent land. 1 to the king of the burrowers underground. 1 to the wise queen of the great ivory tower. 1 to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls. 1 to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen. And the last to the great giants of the northern lands. The archstones were placed at nodes across the earth. We contained the Old One inside this Nexus and banned the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality. Alas, the other monumentals have perished, and only I remain.
Alright, how about that music? Those chords are beautiful. And also, now we can access the other worlds of the game, which is awesome. We won't exactly be going to others yet.
Now it is your turn. You must lull the Old One back to its slumber and seal it away for all eternity. If not, the deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to accept this mission?
Yes, I do. I keep getting interrupted by dialogue, but we do have a bit more business back in Boletaria.
Yes, we are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon. The Old One, without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek.
A new servant
and lure
seek.
you to its bosom.
I love that. So yeah, basically the premise of the game is that the world is being torn apart by this colorless fog that turns people into demons, and so we've got to kill all the demons and destroy the primordial demon that's creating the fog. There's a lot of really interesting bits in that cutscene, though, about them banning the soul arts. And basically, the soul arts is kind of one of the most confusing aspects of the game, because you think, like, okay, what are the soul arts? What actually does that mean? Also, how about these upside-down statues? I always thought that was really cool. And all these dead monumentals. But essentially, the soul arts is kind of like magic, but there's more to it. Like, for example, we'll be leveling up in a bit by channeling souls to our character, and that is a kind of soul art. Magic that we can cast is a kind of soul art. The very existence of demons is a kind of soul art. It's basically using the power of one's soul to do things beyond oneself. And so there's this idea in the game that creates demons. And I think that on a more thematic level, the concept behind that is that when you channel your soul into a power that is beyond yourself, that creates a desire to proliferate that power, and that power leads to greed and evil. And that's what creates demons. That's the way I interpret it, at least. But anyways, we have some very important business with the Maiden in Black.
Brave soul, who fears not death. Prithee, lull the Old One back to its ancient slumber.
Oh, Ice Stones. Ice Stones temporarily connect the diffused worlds. Should you lose your physical form, remember the Ice Stone. The Maiden controls inhuman souls. This power allows her to aid those who slay demons. You see, this is a kind of soul art. And these Ice Stones, we can use them to like assist other players in boss fights, or to summon as a phantom. And then there's also the Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, which is it's a collectible. Like the blue Ice Stone and the white Ice Stone, they kind of exist in your inventory permanently. But the Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, it's a one-use item that you can get multiple of, and it just turns you from soul form to body form. But to kind of go back to what I was talking about with the idea of the soul arts being this conduit for power, when the monumentals, whoa, look at this stance on this man! Oh my god, that is a JoJo pose if I have ever seen one! Dude! That's the most badass thing I've ever seen in my life. Holy crap. Okay, wow. That was crazy. Anyways, so the Monumentals, they banned the soul arts, but that, and what I'm about to say, I'm getting it from a video that I've seen on YouTube called Philosophical Analysis of Demon Souls by the Gemsbach, which is like my favorite video on all of YouTube. But what you can kind of learn from that is that even though the Monumentals banned the soul arts, banning the soul arts doesn't ban, it doesn't get rid of the desire for power that leads to the soul arts, and that the soul arts proliferate, you know? Also, interestingly, and I never quite understood this, but when you're in body form, when you walk over this, like, central thing, magic thing on the ground, it like ripples. I don't know why that is. When you're a soul, that doesn't happen. But anyways, now we can level up.
What is it? Dost thou seek soul power?
Yes, I do.
So be it. After all, thou requirest strength. Go forth, touch the demon inside me.
And there that is.
Let these ownerless souls become thine own.
What she said there, touch the demon inside me, that hurt. The very soul power that she's using, the soul art that she's using to level up the player, kind of devolves her into a demon.
Soul of the mind, key to
So
life's
actually,
ether.
I think I said it before in one of the earlier videos. I probably shouldn't interrupt her. We'll hear this chant a lot. I want to do some intelligence.
So the world might be mended.
Cool. Spell capacity is
So
increased.
the world might be mended.
I want to do some magic, a little bit of magic. Get that up to a 10. Do some endurance. Good amount of vitality. Actually, I want to do one more magic. Oh, I need just a little bit more.
Art thou
Strength.
done? May thine strength help the world be mended.
Okay, so I'm gonna channel a soul here, and then I'm actually going to let her do her thing.
Thou
So we can hear her.
seekest soul power, dost thou not? Then touch the demon inside me.
Sorry I interrupted you.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Now, another interesting thing that we can learn from that is that despite the fact that she acknowledges this demon inside of her, and that the soul magic that she commands is demonic in nature, that doesn't make her a bad person. She does this so that the world will be mended, and that the old one, which creates the demons, will actually be put back to slumber so that there will be no demons.
As for me, I am only here to tend to the flames. I keep the candles lit and serve the brave demon slayers who are trapped here. Art thou done? May thine strength help the world be mended.
Also, an interesting thing about the voice acting in this game is that her voice actor, for those who are familiar with Bloodborne, her voice actor voice actress is the same voice actress as the plain doll. And this guy here has the same voice actor as the crestfallen warrior in Dark Souls 1.
Have you met the last surviving monumental? Those fools revived the old one on a whim. And now they've trapped us here in the Nexus in a desperate attempt to undo their mistake. It's all a travesty, if you ask
Shoot.
me.
You know what I just realized? There's some prick outside mowing someone's lawn. So every Monday, today's Monday, every Monday this lawn crew comes out to where I live and they mow all the lawns, and it's so annoying. They go all day and they're right outside. Oh, that's gonna ruin the video. I hope the mic doesn't pick that up too much. I'm so sorry about that. I just realized. I've been tuning it out because I've been here. They get here at I don't even know what time. They get here when the sun comes up almost. And they don't stop until late afternoon. It's crazy.
It's simple. Just bring me
Every
all
single
the
Monday.
souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons. I'll forge ones you already have. With your souls, I can eke out a living. And with my weapons, you can go on living. Not a bad deal, huh?
Okay, short spear. No, one more shard of sharp stone. Okay. What can I buy from this guy? Crescent moon grass. Short sword. Oh, a heater. A heater shield is 2,000? That's crazy. Dude, that guy's right outside my house. I'm gonna close my window. Hold on. That helps a little bit. Okay.
No interest, eh?
Nothing for you. Nothing
I can
from
tell
you.
you're not gonna last long here.
Just you wait, you scrawny, tiny little guy.
Back in the time that I lived below Boletaria Castle, King Aland left on some strange business, then returned with horrible demons in tow. Soon, the land was ravaged by demons and soul-starved madmen. My spine shudders just to think about it. If I did not have my miracle stone shard, a keepsake of my grandfather, I may not have survived. If I did not have my...
So interesting thing that she said about that miracle stone shard is that she's actually... Oh, he just always makes this pose. My gosh, he's like radiating light. Good lord, I want to take a screenshot of that. Can you do that? Can I take a screenshot in an emulator? I don't know. Oh, I can. Cool. But that miracle stone shard is actually a piece of ore. Like hardstone. Actually, I don't think it's like sharpstone or hardstone, but it's kind of like one of the more unique ores in the game that she's talking about there.
Oh, you must be another disciple of God. I too am on a quest to fight the demons in the name of the Lord. May I share God's power with you? Do not be bashful. We are both cut from the same cloth.
Not interested in miracles.
A miracle is a heavenly act, but spells are the acts of demons, the work of soul arts. They have similar effects, and yet one is clearly evil, and the other is clearly good. Magicians, in the end, are mere servants of the demons.
The demons!
I see. You wish to train yourself in stoicism.
Just the weirdest sentence
I pray
in a
we
video
meet
game.
again.
I have sinned. I swore allegiance to Saint Urbain, but was of no use to him. And now I have run away and abandoned his honorableness.
That's it? He's actually carrying, I never noticed it, but he's carrying a talisman in his hand, which is really
O
cool.
Lord, punish me, for I have not the strength to punish myself.
Wow, you're what do they call it? Masochist, I guess? Like a religious masochist? This guy's the one I'm interested in.
Are you here to face the demons? If so, please free Sage Frake the Visionary from the Dungeon of Latria. I will help you however I can. I can teach you elementary spells. Sage Frake is a gleaming hope for humankind, but I have not the power to save him alone.
Pretty piss-poor voice acting, if you ask me, but oh well. Yes. Oh, Soul Arrow, Flame Toss. Enchant Weapon is interesting, but it costs 5k. I think I'm going to try and get Soul Arrow and Flame Toss. I can only have one spell at the moment, so I think I'm going to go Soul Arrow, yeah.
I see. Suit yourself. Just ensure that you rescue Sage Frake as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I'll get there, I'll get there. I just want to... Goodness me. Let's see, how much is a Renowned Soldier's Soul? Oh, that's not bad. Then we can just use an Unknown. Get that spell.
Are you begging for a magic lesson?
Yes, I want to Soul Arrow. We will get a catalyst with which we can use these
Be careful how
spells
you
pretty
use it.
soon. Actually, in this next
Normally,
level.
it would not be granted to one such as yourself.
Why not?
I had to make an exception for the sake of Sage Frake.
Well, I'm just as worthy as anybody else. Come on. Okay, well, with all of that being done, we can finally head out back into Boletaria. Archstone of the Demon Phalanx. Past the huge Boletarian castle gates lies the cliff pathway, now a feeding ground for dragons, which leads to the inner ward where the knights live. I also think that starting with this video here, I'm gonna I'll be editing out to the loading screens. Ooh, also, seeing as... Oh wait, I already put the Thieves' Ring on. I was about to say, seeing as we're in body form, we don't need the Cling Ring on anymore, but I'm not even... Goodness me. Wow. Not even... Don't even have the Cling Ring on, so I don't need to worry about that. I do, however, need to worry about taking damage still. Wait a second, Shard of Sharpstone. Hold on. I'm gonna go upgrade my weapon again. I'll be right back.
And trade with... No interest.
I didn't see how many he wanted for that.
It's in with... Do come back, I'll...
Okay, I'm back. Hello. Goodness. I don't know what I just said there. That wasn't a word. This part I do think is a little annoying. It's just how many of them there are, but I did upgrade my weapon one more time. Oh, you know what I should do? I should probably put my armor back on. That would help with damage. Of course, there's one right down here that I cannot see. Yeah, you just kind of got to take the damage here. And here we have our old friend.
You yonder! Over here! It's me, Ostrava!
Way to interrupt me.
Look at me. Again surrounded by evil warriors.
I don't see anybody.
Could you, perhaps, help me one last time? Clear out the soldiers at the far end of this passage, if it pleases you.
Yeah,
the Lord's Path, just down yonder, has degenerated into a feeding ground for flying dragons. Have your wits about you.
I don't remember that voice acting being so intense. Gosh. Alright, buddy. I'm on my way. You just hold tight. Some more dead horses. They really liked their dead horses when they were making Boletaria. Yeah. Sweet, I can't go behind here. Okay, so now coming up, I'm going to want to take... Yeah, I'm going to want to take the Thieves' Ring off and put on the Ring of Flame Resistance. Because we have probably the worst section in the game up here, which is kind of sad because we're still so early on in the game and it comes after one of the better sections in the game, the first area of Boletaria, but yeah, this... I'll just say it, this part of the game is awful. This is not fun. So we have this long bridge that we've got to walk across, and when we do so, the dragon is just going to come breathe fire on us. Like so. Now, luckily for me... Ooh, winged spear. And it just keeps doing this. It just... over and over and over again. It's really annoying. But oh well, what can you do? And there's more spear shield guys. Cool. So these guys aren't too much of an issue. The archers, they can be annoying. A little annoying when they're like catching you as the dragon is going above. But oh, there we got the wooden catalyst. I'll definitely be using that. So I want to put that on there, and then we can cast our... Wait a second, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, now we can cast our soul arrow, which we won't quite be using yet. Now, so we have two options here. We can either continue on down the bridge, which I'm not going to do. I'll pick up this item, 3 crescent moongrass. Actually, we have a sort of downward section under the bridge, and this is where we want to be going. This will lead us back to Ostrava, to some more enemies as well. We've got some dogs down here at some point. We'll be taking fire damage down here, so I'm going to put the Thieves' Ring back on. A cute foe lies in wait. Okay, there's you, the Dregling. There's treasure ahead. Bunch of archers. Crossbowmen, actually. I don't think that counts as archery. Ring of gash resistance. Okay, that's not so bad. And then we've got our friend Ostrava of Boletaria.
Thank you. That makes twice. Thanks to you, I can now forge ahead. This is a token of my gratitude. Please accept it.
Oh wow, that's really good. There are so many times in these games where characters say like, take this as a token of my gratitude, and like, I have a feeling that that's just kind of a consequence of Japanese grammar, because people don't say that in the English language. It sounds so cheesy to me. Ooh, there's an item. Soldier's Lotus. And out here, I love this detail, if I could find it. Yeah, these openings in the walls, and look at this. Well, there's the dragon flying around, which is cool, but there's a whole town there, which looks amazing. Like the church in the middle, and the walls around it, like it looks so cool. Those buildings down there leading up to it, I think it's awesome. There's a lake out there. This is, in my opinion, like the most realistic looking town in any FromSoft game. Which is saying a lot, because there's a lot of towns in their games, but especially starting in like Dark Souls 1, the towns, they have a very unnatural layout to them. And if you look at like Yharnam in Bloodborne, it's like, it doesn't seem actually like a city that people would live in. The layout of it just doesn't make sense as a city. And in Elden Ring doesn't really have like towns in it that people would live in, you know? Like there's Leyendell, the capital city, but outside of that, there's just like a bunch of fortresses and castles all over the place, but no like real towns. Which I always thought was odd. But here in Boletaria, they got a real town, and it just, something about it feels so genuine to me. Jeez, I'm taking a lot of damage here. I think I'm gonna use that. Of course, right? Yeah, of course when I'm picking up the item, that's when you do that.
Ah, we meet again. Fancy that. Hope you find something that suits you.
Late Moongrass, that's pretty good. I actually have more Crescent Moongrass than when I started off. good on Half Moon. I've already got that armor. I'm gonna buy a few... Well, I'm gonna buy one Late Moon.
It is the end of Great Boletaria as we know it. But hell, at least the demons don't send us to our deaths in battle.
I think you said that last time.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. I'm gonna use a Crescent Moon just in case, because I'm pretty sure when we get back up here, I'm gonna have to go back out and face the dragon. But we are a bit of a ways further down the bridge. We did miss some items. But I mean, look how in the middle of that they are. I'm not going to get those. And then there's the last stretch there to the boss fight. Oh goodness. Compound short bow. Might use that. I do think I'd like to use a bow at some point in the game. Maybe. Actually, with spells, probably not. I'm not sure. Yeah, and then there's all of you. Don't hit me. Of course, they all hit me. Okay, let's see the dragon go by. He stops right at this. So if I just pick this up, and this as well. And run out. Might be able to grab a few of these. Okay. Here's what I'll do. Yeah, grab this. Half Moon, real quick. Nice. Then we run back, Okay, I got those. I wasn't really expecting myself to actually try and do that. But I'm not terribly dissatisfied with the outcome. I don't know what sword that was that I got. Is it the broken sword? Really? A broken sword. Is that what I just picked up there? Come on. Spike's shield, when did I get that? I have no memory of that. But yeah, this here I think is just the worst part, because now the dragon's gonna be... Oh, I don't even have the... Hold on. Let me get my ring of flame resistance back on. Actually, no, this is kind of the perfect opportunity to use Soul Arrow. Yeah. Okay. Now he's going. Dragon's going. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Is he gonna hit me here? No. Oh, sick. What am I doing? Camera, help me. Okay, I can parry this guy. Awesome. Okay, this is turning out better than I expected. Ooh, pick that up. Oh, 2 Half Moon. Awesome. Okay, this is turning out so much better than I really expected it to. Oh my goodness. That was foolish. Gotcha, though. Nice. Insta-killing them with the critical hits now. That's really good. Alright, let's take a Crescent Moon. I can hear a Crystal Lizard, but I can't get to it, which is unfortunate. So, do I not have... No, I don't have... Oh, whoa! All of my world tendency is gone. How did that happen? I start off with pure white world tendency, and wow, that's strange. I wonder if that's a glitch, actually. Anyways, boss fight. This is such an awesome boss fight. I love this. This might be my favorite part of the entire game here. The music. This is so great. So this is the Tower Knight. We have this giant, this guy's the Tower Knight in the middle, but what you want to do is go all the way around the perimeter and get these crossbowmen out. This is the priority. We can also remove our Ring of Flame Resistance. I'm not actually sure what I'd like to have on. Probably just... probably Thieves' Ring. Sometimes that can hit you. He'll shoot his arrow like a magic beam up to you when you're on the ramparts here, and it explodes. Sometimes it hits me, sometimes it doesn't, so you gotta be wary of that. Gotta try and keep a distance from the edge there, not simply to avoid falling, but to avoid the explosion of it. Ooh, 3 late moon. Nice. Alright, now we've got about 1 more crossbowman left, I think. Ooh, you missed. Okay. Ooh, he's shooting. Yeah, get out of the way of that. So now comes a kind of a trickier thing, especially when you're playing the game for the first time. It could be a little hard to understand this. So you're going to have to hit him in, like, his ankles. And then when he does that, like, shield smash attack, you're gonna want to get behind him. Very dangerous one. He can also kind of stomp on you a little bit, but essentially, he takes very low damage in the beginning. Then you hit his ankles, and they start kind of spewing out this blue-green stuff, which very much reminds me of Shadow of the Colossus. And after a little bit, you'll start doing more damage to him. Yeah, he can do that. He can jump back, and it damages you. That's kind of a trickier one to deal with. Eventually, as you hit his ankles more, you'll be doing more damage. I'm not sure how effective magic is. Oh, wow. That seemed like it did something. Oh, yeah, he also falls on you. I forgot about that one. He falls on you, and when he falls, you want to hit him in the head. Gotta take a half moon here. No stomping on me. Yeah, but I guess now that I think about it, really the goal here is to hit him in the ankles enough. Oh wow, he's really getting me with that. Hit him in the ankles enough that he trips over. And then you're gonna wanna, yeah, he can just walk into you. And then once you trip him, get out of the way. Go around to his head. Much the gist of it. Wow, he's really loving that attack right there. Okay, that won't hit me there. Gonna pick up this item, probably some Crescent Moon. Yeah, 3. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I was about to say that's pretty bad, but no, that's good. See if I can finish him off with the magic. Did that get him? Oh, he falls over, and then I can get the last... Oh, that did finish him. Cool. That was kind of a weird death animation. Oh, you know what? I've never actually paid attention to this. What's down here? Literally nothing. Okay. But, earlier, in an earlier episode, I had mentioned the Boletarian Crest, which I wish they had put up on those, like, banners. And it's this right here, this shield. Really cool looking shield. I love that. I don't actually think that you can get a shield that looks like that to, like, equip onto your character, but it's pretty cool. And if we try and go any further, we will get the message. Wait, what? Hello? Okay, that's weird. It's not saying anything. It's supposed to say that you can't progress any further until you slay an archdemon, so now we have to figure out what an archdemon is. I don't know why it isn't saying that. Iron Demon Soul. Maybe it'll say it now. Yeah, a thick colorless fog holds you back. Only those who have slain an archdemon may pass beyond this point. And now you're going to be thinking, well, what the heck is an archdemon? Well, an archdemon is essentially the final boss of any region of the game. So Boletaria has an archdemon that's at its end, but of course to get to that archdemon we have to slay another archdemon. And the different regions are behind each one of these archstones. So to get further into Boletaria, we're going to have to progress all the way through the world of at least one of these archstones. But being a completionist, I'm going to be going through all of them. And with that being said, I will see you next time on Demon's Souls. Thanks for watching.